Yes, guys, what is happening? Welcome to the next version of the Remember the Mission podcast. I have a new guest. He's the biggest bell end on the planet.
Certainly charitably, no, no.
But he's my bell end, and I thought he's my bell end? That sounds pretty wrong.
Brilliant. What a start to the podcast.
What a way to
Good morning, Britain.
Your son. So I'd like to welcome to the show Bailey Boardman, who is going to be taking over me in 5 years when I retire. But Bailey,
5.
welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I hope you're good. How are you?
Not bad, actually. Sort of, optimistic to be here.
Yeah.
Ready to see what you got.
So we're kind of like laughing behind the scenes because I don't think at any point in your life think you're going to sit down and do a podcast with your son.
I never thought we'd be at a sort of stage where we can like sit and have this sort of chat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think Ibiza was that sort of bridging point for us.
100%.
But it's
100%. We'll come on to Ibiza. We'll talk about Ibiza. But one of the main reasons that I, guys, have invited Bailey on was because I think it's a pretty tough world out there. And Bailey's 18 right now. And I see some of the struggles Bailey's going through. And I think it's real credit to Bay to want to come on and talk about some of the things that are going on. So we were going to do it with a couple of your mates as well, weren't we?
Yeah,
but I think it just works well with you. So, I mean, when you're kind of looking at the world right now and you're 18, and how do you feel like being in the world that you are exposed to right now?
It's not so much that I don't like it. I just don't like... I don't like some of the things that are in it. I don't like majority of the people that are in my sort of age group.
Okay.
I just think they're a bit... It's almost like you've been raised from like a whole nother generation.
Yeah.
And you've brought that here. It's like, say if I'm on a night out, I see mannerisms and certain things, I just think, God.
So you're looking... So for a lot of the time, actually, do you find that...
I compare myself to other people.
You're comparing.
Yeah,
okay,
always.
all right, okay, all
That's
the time.
a constant sort of game I've got in my head. What's he got that I haven't? What have I got that they haven't?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always like a sort of, not vantage point, but it's always there to sort of to let you know where you are.
Yeah.
That's sort of how I track myself.
Do you judge yourself based on them?
A lot. I would say I've got better on them, but I know a lot of people my age do. A lot of them would. I used to wake up, look on Instagram, see this really big fucking jack guy with a brilliant girl, brilliant house, all that. But I'm 18. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still want that for myself. When in reality, if I had that now, I'd fucking squander it in a second. Because what can I actually do with that at 18 years old? Yeah. I think that's what a lot of people my age need to take into that consideration. You haven't got to go at a fucking 25-year-old's pace. Do you know what I mean? Just be 18.
Do you feel that pressure to... When you look at other people and we've gone in quite hard here straight away, so we might as well go with it. So, do you kind of look at other people and... is there a pressure to feel like you need to achieve what other people are achieving right now? And on the other question, do you know what you want?
With the whole achieving thing, it does make me feel quite like down about myself. When I see someone my age that's doing better than me,
okay,
not because I'm like resentful for it. I'm like, fuck you for it. But it's more like how are you doing that at my age? Okay. Like, what am I not doing?
Yeah.
To not be there.
Is that a positive thing, though, to kind of challenge your limitations? Like, could I be doing more?
Do you know what? Yeah, I could be. I definitely could be, and I know that. But it's holding yourself to it. Yeah. Like, what's the what you say? Accountable. Like holding yourself accountable. Yeah. It's just and it's like cheating yourself out of something.
Okay.
You're not gonna get the absolute best of that if you do it wrong. You just do it by the book. Okay. And that's it, and it will come to you. Do you
think that you should be further ahead than you are right now? So what's one of the things I always say to you as being an 18-year-old? Just what?
Just be 18.
Just be 18, right? Just go out, fucking get pissed, chase
fun.
Girls. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? And just have fun. How do you feel when I say that?
See, I like to think I am doing that.
Okay.
But there's certain windows of like hopelessness that I'm just like, what am I doing? Yeah. Like there's 18-year-olds that 18 differently to how someone else would.
Yeah.
A lot of 18-year-olds around this area like the club and the, getting with other people. Yeah. Whereas an 18-year-old saying maybe America would just focus on getting you see them all their cars and all this and that, and that's just what they focus on. It's a total different focus from different sort of places, I feel. But
okay. And I think that what you're talking about, I don't necessarily think that's real. I think that there will be 18-year-olds in America, all across over the world. If you just look at the world, there is a different way that we see the world differently, right? So I think a lot of the time that what you see on social media is that you follow a lot of people that are on Instagram that actually are probably not even real.
This is the issue.
Are their lives even real? So the shit
I mean?
that you're comparing yourself to, is it even real?
I would appreciate it more if, say, who's one of my favourite, like who's someone I watch at the minute. Let's just say Joe Rogan.
Right.
Let's just say him. He's pretty good, isn't he? People that post all their good stuff.
Yep.
I would respect it a lot more if you posted your bad days.
Okay.
Too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Life isn't just sunshine and rainbows. Do you know what I'm saying? It is fucking awful.
Okay.
And you've got to learn that.
Here's my challenge to you. What were we talking about before Matt come in? About the podcast.
What about doing it?
Yeah.
About doing my own.
So just before, guys, we were talking about like he come into the office into this place here and was like looking at this place and going, I love this. This looks great. I was like, why don't you do a podcast, right? Why don't you share the true tales of
like
being an 18-year-old or growing up? Just call it growing up, right? So you can kind of look at that. So you're talking about that. And if you feel like this way, mate, do you think other 18-year-olds are doing the same as you? Do you think they're like looking at other people and going...
I feel like other 18-year-olds are too fragile to talk about how they feel. Like as a guy, as like women, obviously they're more easy to. But as like an 18-year-old young man, I think like say if I brought up an issue, I'm quite a down to earth person. I'll naturally bring it up. They'll be like, "What? That's never happened to me."
Okay.
When I bet you it has.
Okay.
They're just too afraid.
What do you think makes you different?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know, but I know there's a lot. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to sound really stuck up and be like, oh, this, but I feel like I've got better morals than most 18-year-olds. I feel like I've got that textbook set of rules for life.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, just a classic, like, you know, you'd never go for, just like the classic rules. I feel like...
What are the classic rules?
Just basic, like...
Are these 18-year-old rules?
Yeah.
Go on, tell me them.
Oh, this is what I mean. Right, I'll get into it. So it's almost like, you know, not doing anything to sort of step on anyone's feet.
Okay.
People hate that. Say if...
Give me an example.
Let's just say one of my mates broke up with that girl and then I tried to get with that girl. That's not the principle. Wait, what were we talking about? You've lost me in the topic.
So you're talking about your rules in life.
Yeah. I just keep to myself. Like I don't bother looking for other things people are doing or all this that.
Okay.
I don't go out actively sort of trying to search for that sort of attention. Okay. I like what I'm doing at the minute and I like who I am, so I can just sit alone.
Do you like who you are?
No.
Okay. Why don't you like who you are?
Because I could be doing a lot better, I think. I feel like I could be a bit more honest with myself. Okay. And just... It's also about the clubs and stuff like that as well, like getting into a fight. And I just can't do that. But that's what I'm hating myself for. I can't just commit. Like Camp America, I have now.
Yep.
But I can't just do one and leave it. I've got to start...
Do you feel like do you understand what I mean when I say, when you look at life, it has to be all or nothing? Do you kind of feel like unless I can be really successful overnight, then is the process feels very hard and long?
My idea of success would just be a nice house and a family and some kids. Okay. Like don't get me wrong, being rich is probably one of the best things ever, but I'm not too fussed about it. Do you know what I mean? So your core values, when you think about your values in life, it's family, friends, me. Okay. But you don't need to worry about that right now, though, do you? Fuck. No, I know. I just thought I like to have the thought of, you know, setting myself up. So you kind of had a vision of what you want from your life. Yeah, I guess so. But sometimes that gets clouded. Like I wake up some days in different moods, but I let those moods decipher my thoughts, like my plans. Okay. So I wake up. Do you remember yesterday where I was telling you about Camp America? Yep. I was in a great mood then. Yeah. Optimistic, ready to do anything. And then after my shift, obviously, I got the message from it just all went down. Your perspective just gets shot, even from the littlest bit of anything.
Yeah, of course.
Especially with ADHD, I've noticed.
Okay.
You really go downhill when you see something you don't like.
Okay.
And I saw that, and my whole perspective just went, I can't think about that right now. But I've got to learn to sort of control that. Because if I, say one day I wake up at Camp America, and I've got that mindset of I don't want to be here, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm in fucking America. Do you know what I mean? Like
You're in a place that you don't have control.
I just want to have control of that.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think, so when you talk about having control of your mind, do you think that you do enough to do that? So when I share with you a lot of the stuff that we do with the guys.
I wouldn't know where to start on how to control my...
Imagine having a dad that did.
Go on then, you tell me.
So
how would I do that as an 18-year-old young man?
So when you talk about like wanting all of the things that you want, like wanting to be better and reaching more of your potential, and one of the things that I've always set myself as a rule as a dad to you is never to preach to you all of the stuff that I do with the guys, because it has to be your choice,
like your colleagues.
Yeah,
like
all
the
Mission Pro stuff. So when we talk about like building morning routines, having structure, having routine, like having all of those things, right? I always say to you when you're feeling out of alignment, do you want advice or do you just want me to listen, right? So whenever you want advice, I always go, this is probably what I would do. But if we went through a process of, right, when you wake up, if you wake up and you went for a walk in the morning and you did your fizz in the morning, you did your training, you went back and then you had breakfast and then you wrote down all of your thoughts in a journal, then you went off to college. Do you think that that would help prime your mind and your emotions better than waking up last minute, looking at TikTok and Instagram, allowing all of that emotional...
So it's in the morning, I don't even really take in what I've got on my phone because I'm so like half asleep. I'll be like, oh, right, chuck it aside. And then I'll come look back at it, I'll be like, right. Yeah. But I keep losing my way.
Do you know, where I think that a lot of the problem is the phone. The phone is like a portal to the outside world. I'm honestly
glued to it some nights.
Yeah, I know.
And I can't, like, you just generally can't stop it. Yeah. So, funny thing is, when I lose my phone, I generally feel like I've lost a bit of me.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's how, apart from all the, you know, social media and everything like that, that's how I contact you, mum, this, that. So it is important, but people don't really look at that side of the phone. Yeah. You know, it's all about social media now. That's everything.
So it's kind of like getting a dopamine hit. You just kind of feel like you just
I agree with the morning thing, though. I feel like it would, but it's all about starting it.
Yeah.
It's where to start, how you're going to start, you know?
You can pay me to do that.
Wake me up every morning. Get up.
So let's go through like childhood together. Let's go through...
That'll be good.
Yeah, let's go through childhood. Yeah. What are your favourite memories of us as going through?
Me and you?
Yeah.
I particularly liked going down pole growth and throwing ball with Digby. Yeah. That was always really fun.
Yeah. Because we tend to always do something after school, didn't we?
Yeah,
so it was like,
every time.
And for me, you know, one of the main things I teach the lads is building success from home. Yeah. So when I used to pick you up, one of my favourite memories, do you remember when we used to play basketball down at Edgerton Park?
Oh my God, yeah. Afterwards? Oh my God, and I got my hand like stung or something. Yeah, that was so weird.
And I think that was always the... early foundations for our relationship in terms of
doing the sports and stuff.
Doing the sports, but having time together and having focused time together.
It's just putting that time away so you can do that with people you love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's so many. I always used to like the little trips to the beaches. Yeah. That was always fun.
Yeah.
Just anything really.
How did you feel about school?
What's that, primary or
any school?
It was possibly the most like mentally imprisonment thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's in primary school.
We got let down, didn't we?
They had a real lack of understanding for me. Yeah. And that sort of made me go into year 7 thinking I was a bit of like a lab project. Do you know what I mean? No one understood what I was or what I had. Yeah. They just thought I was some bad kid.
So they really missed you. So we went through CAMS, didn't we, in year 3? And they missed your ADHD, and they put that down to anxiety.
They were so unprofessional, and they just didn't act like they cared, and that made me feel like I didn't matter.
Did that make you feel quite low
It
in
made
your
me feel
self-belief?
shit, like
Did it?
utterly shit. Because I was just sat there thinking, you can diagnose anyone else, but you just sort of just look over mine, just there, and it's just gone. And
Do you have any happy memories at all of secondary school? Is there anything that you can currently remember? Or do you feel like it was just a big slog? Did it knock the wind out of you?
One of my, and it's interesting, I'll explain why it is. Getting with my ex-girlfriend was possibly one of the best decisions I've made in year 11, because it's made me who I am now.
Okay.
It allowed me to experience, you know, what a relationship is, what heartbreak is at a young age. So now I've sort of got that vantage. Do you know what I mean? I know what I'm looking for in my next one, what I want from a girl in my next one, what I don't want. It sort of just helped me shape my love life a bit.
Okay.
Not because I'm looking for anything right now.
Yeah.
But when it does, I know what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And I'm grateful for the experience. She was brilliant. But, you know, obviously at the time, no one really thinks like that. They think, oh, I've been dumped, you know, I'm not worth it, this. But when you sort of grow up, you know, if she's happy and if she's generally doing well, and so am I, what is there to argue about? You know, what is there to even blink about?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That was almost the, I think when she come along, you were at the very end. I think we were all at the very end of our tether with the schooling, right? And you being let down. And I was so pleased that when we got your diagnosis for ADHD, when we had to go
for college.
That was just around the college area, and we went to the college, and they were equally disappointing in the way that they handled. There's a real distinct lack of understanding for autism and ADHD kids, don't you think?
And what's quite surprising is that the college I was at the time had also that blind gap thing. Yeah. They had the thing where they were dealing with mental health people.
Yeah.
But they can't do a simple bit of ADHD.
Yeah.
Just sort of makes
it's becoming more and more difficult, right?
Well, yeah. And it's just like, why should it be? Why, like, do you know what I mean? It's like possibly one of the most, like I could look at you and say you've got ADHD because it's so evident. Yeah. I don't get how a fully trained doctor could look at someone like that and go, no, you haven't.
And miss it.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I could diagnose you on the... it's,
Dr. Bailey's fucking in the house.
Oh, I couldn't be a doctor. My God.
But I think that was a real challenging part of growing up for you, was the heartbreak, right? It certainly was as a father for me. I always look back at that and go, that was definitely one that, for you particularly, like you said, like to watch you go through that.
I would definitely put that up there as one of my lowest sort of points in life. When she left, I made the mistake of sort of resorting my happiness to her. Yeah. So when I was with her, that was when I was at my absolute best, all this, that. But you can't do that to yourself. That's really like, that will honestly hurt you more than a breakup. Yeah. Because when you realise your source of happiness is gone and isn't coming back, you've then got to scavenge for about a year to find your own happiness. And when you do, it'll be worth it. Yeah. But my God, it's a process. Just find yourself before you find someone else. Yeah. Do them the favour, not yourself.
I see that you're listening to me. It always starts with you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It always starts with you. And one of the things that I always talk to you about is the ability to love yourself first and build yourself first and be the man that you know that you want to be before you find...
Thing is, I sometimes mistake loving myself for being a bit like out my own arse. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be sat there like, yeah, I did that well. But then I'll just think, oh, what a cock. Like, shut up, you know?
But then do you not think that you fall back into that mentality of where the other people are? Yeah. Like you spoke about your friends. So it's almost like a contradictory cycle, isn't it?
It is.
And actually you trying to be your true identity is actually what makes you different and which gives you that superpower. And I would say all the people that you look up to that are your age, that are doing something different, if you like, or they're putting themselves out there, they're not afraid to fail. They're not afraid to deal with the fear. They're not afraid to deal with the overwhelm, right? If you could do anything...
I am.
If you could do anything without the fear, if there was no fear, no limiting beliefs, what are things that you would think about wanting to do?
Anything.
Yeah, you could do anything. So you could do it. So I'm saying, babe, what do you want to do in life? But you don't have to worry about fear. You don't have to worry about self-belief. What do you want to do in life? What do you think about doing? You go, what an incredible journey that would be. And I don't mean for the rest of your life, but I mean...
That's such a good question.
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
What I would like to
do.
I do really like the thought of like construction. Don't get me wrong, obviously, because that's the path I'm on.
Yep.
But no risk, no nothing. I've always something with animals.
Okay.
I've always been like that.
Yeah, you have.
But obviously, I'm on a construction path now. That's going really well for me. No risk, no nothing, no sort of like location. Take me to Miami and take me to the Marine Biology Centre.
Okay.
And I'll just fucking sit there and learn about every marine animal there is.
Okay.
You know?
That's great.
But I don't live in Miami, so...
But so here's my point in that your limiting beliefs is that because you don't think you live in Miami, you don't think it can happen.
It's because I'm 18. I'm too late.
You're not too late.
I am too late.
Do you really think that?
People start courses at like 16 and they end up finishing them at like 20. I'm 18. I'd have like 2 years on the course.
Okay.
I would be nowhere near as good as them.
So what we're establishing right now for that little bit of chat that you're doing
How would
there,
I start it though?
What,
do you know what I mean? Like,
when was the last time you checked to know how to start?
What, marine biology?
Yeah.
Probably like 8 months ago.
Okay.
It's time ago.
Okay.
It's just always been like one of those cool little things.
But everything that's stopping you from becoming the man and living the life you want to be
is fear.
It's fear.
Yeah, I'm too scared to like... It was what we were talking about with Camp America. Obviously, I've said I'm going to do it now, but it was getting on that plane. It was saying yes to it. It was just like, whoa.
So what Bay's talking about, guys, is that me and Bay have been talking a lot about like, what can we do that is different, right? Like, what can we do to get out of there? So one of the things I always talk to Bay is like, go and pack a backpack. I'll buy you a ticket to Thailand. Go traveling. Go to Australia. Go traveling.
Go somewhere.
Just do something. Don't stay in this shanty little town. Go and learn life. Go and meet people. Go and explore. And one of the things that I suggested to Bay was about going to Camp America, right? Because Camp America is an experience. You can pay for it. It's got everything. You can be yourself. You can teach people. You're really good with people. You're at an emotional level where you can really connect with people. Yeah. When I first suggested it and yesterday you were like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And obviously we have to follow that. Yeah, we have to do what we say we're going to do, right? Yeah. So do you think that you'll go through with it? Yeah. What's changed? What kind of snapped in you and you went, fuck it, I'm going to do it?
I was generally just tossing and turning in that bed. Like I was up, back, left, right. Because I was just doing nothing. I was just sat in bed. I was just like, oh, I'm just waiting to go to work.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'd done everything for the day. There, done. I was just like, I could be on a raft right now with some random people I don't even know in a whole other state in America. Yeah. How fucking sick is that?
Oh yeah. Like, building raft with the kids, throwing them in.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was
chasing American women.
You just got to be selfish.
Okay.
You just have to be selfish. And I was thinking,
what do you mean by that?
Fuck what other people think about your decision. Okay. You know, like if I wanted to go and everyone said, "Oh, but I'll miss you," I don't care. Like it's for my good. Yeah. Obviously, I'll call you, I'll text you, but I don't care.
But you've got no one here like that. It's only me and your mum and your sister.
Thank God. You know what I mean? Like I haven't got a girlfriend or anything like that. Because my God.
But I think it's good that you don't because you're learning more about yourself.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying not to be that really nice, helpful guy for everyone. Do you know what I mean? I want to sort of have that shell, I guess. Like, because sometimes I feel like I'm too nice, and I'm just like, oh.
Do you give too much for other people at the sacrifice
and they don't do it for me.
And do you think that's at the sacrifice of your own mental health? I
just like helping people. I like people knowing there's other people going through what they're going through, or that the problem can be solved. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Say if someone's like crying, I don't care if I don't know you. Okay. Like I'll go up to you and make sure you're all right.
What advice would you give to yourself?
Me?
Yeah. So if you was to, like
do that to me, love myself, give myself that sort of care. Okay. But I'm too focused on other people and other things.
Is that the problem? Is that a problem?
I guess so. But obviously I go to the gym and I do the boxing and I come out with all these endorphins. I'm like, this is brilliant.
I'm going to change my life.
Yeah, and then like 30 minutes later, I'll just be like, I'm back. Like I'm back. Yeah, I try to. But
it's hard growing up, right?
It's just mental. It's just
trying to understand your emotions.
Yeah, like there's a lot of, and I'm sure a lot of people my age will understand. this unexplainable feeling of like every single emotion that a young man would feel, and it's gone like that, and it's just been
pressured,
just thrown in
your
your
face.
mouth. Yeah, just.
Why not be different? Why not take a leap
Do you know
of
what?
faith?
Actually, I think it's not as just figure it out. Like what I like to stick to is I think embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Like just go out there, make a fool of yourself, and just
be you,
nah,
and not
just
worry
go-
what
just
anyone
go
else
be-
thinks.
Just go be a dick. Don't take life so serious. Just go and just go have a laugh. Go do this. Go
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And then go back and just think, wow, I had fun. You know.
Yeah.
But what annoys me about that as well is that there's some people that would look at that and go, oh, you're immature. You're this. You're that. Fuck
Why
off
does that
and have
matter?
some fun, love.
Why does that matter? I know it matters to you.
It does. And if I'm being honest, I can actually tell you why I
You don't
care
think
about
you-
other people's
Okay.
views. I just think I don't want to look like a mug or anything.
Do you know what I think is one of the biggest areas that I think that your generation, your age kind of needs to improve? It's that we're constantly doing things to validate ourselves and the groups that we're around. So what I mean by that is we will take actions and we will do things and we'll act like a prick because we want to get other people's attention when we want to seek validation from peers and other people, right?
Yeah.
And it's very, very difficult, I think, at a very young age to be able to withdraw from that and go, actually, I don't want to be the jack in the class,
no.
the clown in the class for the sake of the laughs. I don't want to be that fucking person, right? I used to be the same as you because I was the same. I mean, if you thought I had ADHD or autism at your age, if even everyone knew that, I'd probably be in a white room in a straitjacket, right?
Yeah,
Fucking everyone's
yeah.
like, but I was the naughty kid, and I was the kid that used to be in fights. I was the kid that fucking didn't do any classwork because it was a coping mechanism, right? Because I couldn't cope.
Everyone does it differently. This is the thing. It doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah.
It just means it's your way of coping with it. Like with, I don't mind saying on here actually. My coping method was obviously.
Weed.
Can I say it?
You said what you want.
I can say it. My coping method was weed,
Yeah.
and you then slowly find out. You know, it makes you feel better for a prolonged amount of time.
Yeah.
And because it's been so long, you sort of feel like that feeling's gone. The second you take that away,
Yeah.
it just
Comes back
hits you
harder.
like it just adds on a kg every time.
Yeah.
And it's obviously weaned off it, but it's just
It's that last little bit we've got to stop, right? To sleep.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you've done incredibly well. And I think like when you were going through your heartbreak, I think that was a big coping
that was
mechanism
my
for you.
main thing. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
I remember coming to pick you up and nights out and you were pissed out.
I was
Lost.
Yeah. Like,
But do you know what I see in you as well is that every single day you're learning a little bit more about yourself. I mean, even just having this chat, I don't know if many 18-year-olds would be able to.
Well, I've actually got caught up in a lot of these conversations. I've forgotten a lot about what we're talking. Like, not obviously right now.
Yeah.
I mean, in the moment, you don't actually realise how hard it is to talk to someone on like something like this and keep a fluent conversation. Like, I've lost track about like 5 conversations we've had already. You know, like in the moment, I'll be like, "Where are we?"
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god.
But because you have and you do counselling, right? So like, there's nothing wrong with that. So we
you're starting, aren't you?
But so I start today.
Yeah.
So and we're very open in the house, aren't we? So like my oldest daughter
everyone
did
talks.
counselling.
She was good.
5-year therapy for 5 years.
Well, yes. Yeah. Was it? It was therapy, wasn't it?
Yeah. So like
Just
she
like
she
counselling.
suffered delayed trauma from me and your mum breaking up, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about all that?
What, you and mum?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm quite scared now.
you've never heard me talk about it, have you? Yeah.
No.
I never have. So for context, I've never spoken about this. But it's not that I was angry. I wasn't angry. Like, I was young enough to... I saw it all and I heard it all and I took it all in. But obviously I was so young to the point where Angie took most of the spotlight because of how much she tantrumed and this and that. And that's where from a young age I felt like I couldn't talk about things.
Yeah.
That's where that sprouted from.
Okay.
Because majority of the attention's always on Angie.
Yeah.
Because she's always kicking off and sad that you two have divorced when I'm here.
Yeah.
Just because I couldn't talk very well doesn't mean I didn't
Feel it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I had the full understanding, and I can still actually play some things out in my head from that breakup.
Yeah.
But I don't hate you guys for that. Do you know what I mean? I don't.
You shouldn't. It was, and I think the thing to understand, it was none of it was your mum's fault at all. It was always me. It was always
How
me.
do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like I carry a lot of regret.
Yeah, still.
Still regret about the way that I was. But when I look back at the man that I was back then, and we've spoken a little bit of it.
Yeah,
I realised that actually the man that I was when your mum met me was a very insecure, selfish, lost guy who was carrying a lot of trauma from abandonment of himself, from an emotional bully father. No one ever really showed me what love
do you feel
and
like
respect.
That played a big role in it?
Yeah.
With your stepdad? Do you feel like that played a big role in how you felt things?
I think in terms of my insecurity and low self-esteem, constantly feeling shit about myself.
Yeah.
No one ever really taught me how to have a secure relationship.
Yeah, with someone else.
With someone else.
Yeah.
And I was failing forwards with that with your mum. And your mum should have broken up with me long like, do you know what I mean? Because when you were in your first relationship and you were learning.
I was insecure.
Yeah.
I was all the things you were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that was what we went through. And I had to go through that whole experience. We all experience pain in a different way to come out stronger.
Yeah,
and the one thing I've always wanted since me and your mum broke was to make sure that I become a better man for you and Angie.
For the kids.
And well, it was always just you, because it was only you two on the scene. It was always about, I need to be a better man for you two. And it took me, I would say, 5 years to forgive myself for and it's not like there was anything drastic. It was just like I wasn't a very good husband. I just wasn't a great person.
Just almost like a bit like second-hand embarrassment. You look back and you're like, did I actually do that?
Why was I like that?
I got to really get away from that.
100%. And the thing is like, you end up doing it. You end up becoming a man you don't want to be for a woman you have so much respect for and you care about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's
That's what happened with me and my literally just sounds like me and my ex.
100%. But you become a better, like what you're going through.
What we've become now is
a better person.
Yeah, and
because I'm not that person that I was when I broke up with your mum. I'm a completely different man.
Yeah, exactly.
But you have had a huge part of that.
Nor am I. Like I'm not the same, but. Do you want me to be honest? I don't actually like saying that.
What's that?
I feel like a lot of people break up with someone and they like the thought of that they've changed their whole life around. So I just tend to not really say anything.
But people come into your life. Don't you think people... I think, having a little bit more life experience than you, people will come into your life and they might only come into your life for like a day, or they might come into your life for
It's like
a few
Imogen
years.
from Ibiza. She was just my little ticket to let me know that I can move on.
There you go. So people come into your life just for a little bit and they say... this is the impact that they're going to make on it, right? And me and your mum are going to be in contact with each other to the day that we die, because we have
for
built
the sake of the kids, right?
Yeah, but not even. I think we just built a really secure parenting relationship.
Well, I think you two are pretty good at co-parenting.
100%, 100%. But do you know why? Because our values were both the same. Because it's about you two. It's not about the field. And I think your mum deep down knows as well that a lot of the time that I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I needed help at the time. I needed therapy.
So why didn't you back then? What stopped your say when you were my age?
Question, yeah.
What stopped
I didn't
your
think there was anything wrong with me at the time.
Yeah. I mean,
it's mad, isn't it? So it's ego.
But you didn't have anyone to tell you what was right.
Nobody told me.
Know?
Nobody showed me. So when you think about me growing up, who was there to show me what a loving relationship? Who was there to mentor me? Right. My dad died when he was 6, and then I had some fuckwit in my life for 13, 14 years who taught me how not to father, how not to treat women.
A dick.
Just drinking every night, being abusive. I used to see them both getting pissed, and that was not fun for me.
No.
It was like.
So when you saw that, did you think that was regular behaviour?
I don't think you can know when you're 7, 8, 9, 10. How can you know?
Yeah, no, not at that age.
At that age, you just see. I see mum, I see him. They're fighting all the time. I mean, it got so violent sometimes. She was cutting his wrist right down. They were throwing.
I remember you saying something about that.
Just very, very abusive towards each other, and
it's not a good environment to grow up.
The problem is my mum never dealt with dad dying. My dad dying. Your granddad
never got over it.
Never got over it.
It's because you sort of just downs it in drink.
Yeah,
and it all just.
That's what she and that's what we speak about a lot. Like when I talk to nanny suit,
Yeah.
like mum.
Yeah.
It's always very much about like, I should have got therapy. I never really coped. Even to this day, she never recovered. And it is a huge loss. It's like me losing Jem overnight or mum losing Cole. Like, it's, your life is
detrimental.
altered.
It's just...
Who shows you?
Yeah.
Who shows you how to become a better person?
I guess it's when there's no one to show you, it's actually almost like a bit of a half blessing because you then show yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
You pave your own way.
Yeah.
You know, no one sat there telling you how to do something. You do it your way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And obviously, sometimes it's scary because you ain't got that sort of guidance. You haven't got that sort of advice, that like second head. But just do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Just do it.
So then there's...
Oh, no.
So then there's Ibiza. So I think like we've always had a really good relationship.
Always.
And I would always admit that like you two growing up, I didn't know how to handle.
What, me and Angie?
Yeah. So if you think about you two are my saviours, like when me and mum broke divorce, and obviously you know that I got to that point where I wanted to kind of take my life, and you two saved me. And you two, it was always about Saturday nights, getting the treats, getting on
downstairs?
the floor.
Yeah.
And we camp out. We just camped.
I used to love that so much. That was brilliant.
It was brilliant. And we watched films and we just went out. We just had the best fucking time. And then all of a sudden, Angie got to an age where she was choosing her friends.
Yeah.
And then you got to an age and you were like, I don't want to commit. Like, you just grew up. You just grew up. And for me, so when you look back at my life, the things that I think about is abandonment. So like dad dying.
Oh my God.
Mum going away at 16.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you've got other priorities. Yeah, and take away Jem and the other two that are in my life now.
Yeah.
And I often think if I wasn't with those
really
two,
glad you've got them.
well, if I didn't have those two in my life,
you'd be doing your thing. You'd probably be off somewhere doing something.
well, yeah, but they ground me. But when you started moving away, I felt abandoned again. Even though you didn't abandon me, you just grew up.
But that's not your fault to feel that. That's your feeling.
100%.
That's your base like genome feeling when someone leaves you.
100%. But my point is that you're absolutely right. When you look at this is why I'm going to therapy, because one, there was no foundations there was no core foundations there for me to grow on.
Yeah.
Whereas when I look at the way that I parented you and Angie, I've done my best to give you foundations and thought processes and to be open. Like, I think it's so great that we're open together. I think it's so great we can go to Ibiza together. Ibiza was when we really opened up, didn't we?
Yeah. So, do you know what, actually? I'll be honest here. So, the day we left for the hotel and we were in the hotel, I generally had a couple thoughts of this might be really shit.
Oh, did you?
Because at the time, we weren't as, we were seeing each other, but we weren't what we are now.
Yeah.
But the second we got on that plane and landed, it just felt so different.
It was good, wasn't it?
I was like, because it wasn't because of who what we were. It was, I didn't know if I could do a holiday with just one person. Yeah. But it was just
it naturally flowed, didn't it?
Just went, the women, the streets,
Wait
the
a minute.
lights, everything. It was amazing.
Look, you can't just go on a podcast of women when you're talking to your married dad.
Lights, it was for me.
I know.
This guy.
So one of my favourite moments was when I filmed you and you were having a drink, and then we was at a bar called Murphy's. And obviously,
is that where I was looking?
Yeah, and there was, in the middle of Murphy's, there is a pole. So on that pole, this unbelievable lap dancer come out, and we didn't know it was it was just a regular bar, and gave Bailey the eye, and then went up to go and dance, and your jaw just hit the floor.
It was like a scene of Tom and Jerry. Yeah, it just went.
What did you get most from that holiday?
Fun, clarity. I just thought, there's a whole other world out there.
Yes.
And I'm going to go explore it.
Yeah.
But I think it was also fun to do it with a parent.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get to have that sort of privilege.
Yeah.
To go to Ibiza with their old man and just have a great time.
Do you know, a lot of people messaged me, didn't I? I was showing you a lot that inspired a lot of people.
That, though. I don't get how you wouldn't want to go to Ibiza for your dad.
I think a lot of people... So the way that I look at our relationship now is that, and this was the part I was trying to explain earlier, we are kind of evolved from me trying to teach you things and be your dad, and realise that you're 16, you don't need to sit on a naughty step anymore.
Yeah.
And it got to a relationship where you're actually my best mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It sprouts further than just a father and son.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And we talk about Nigel Benn and his dad, and we often
Yeah,
compare ourselves to that
that's
because
really
we're just
funny.
like that. Don't
We are, though, aren't we? It's the playfulness. It's that comfort
Yeah.
to be with
Yeah.
your parent. But
And you weren't always honest with me about the weed and the vaping and the drugs.
No.
And I realised that I had created that environment for you because I was like, why? Like, and this is it's a lesson that I learned as a parent where I was a little bit strict because
don't give me that.
very strict, but I had very hardball. I was
But you
like,
had every right to be, though.
but I just wanted the best for you.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, at the time, I was young as well, and I
Yeah.
thought, what is it like? This guy's like literally
What's he doing? Why is he
it's
on my
like
arse?
the biggest like guard in my life. Like, I can't go anywhere.
And I was like spam quite, but I learned to let go and I changed my way of parenting, and it obviously proved the right move because
At this age now, I can look back at that and go,
Yeah.
it was just you caring.
yeah.
It was just obviously
Yeah.
in a wrong. It just
In a
'cause it doesn't matter though.
It was a bit overwhelming. It's like having a possessive girlfriend or boyfriend.
I feel
that's
like
stalking you.
I feel like the more overwhelming thing was for Angie because
Yeah.
she was a lot more to handle than me
Yeah.
at that age in high school. 'Cause
Yeah.
she would literally just get up and walk away
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
and just wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
Like whereas me, I think I'd do a bad habit. Do you know I started vaping because I was in a group that
Yeah.
vaped.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have never touched that thing if I'd never joined that
No,
group.
that's right.
And I wouldn't have
But you were
started
looking
drinking.
for people to latch onto at the time.
I wasn't. It
think?
was me, Fallon, and Jesse. We had that trio, and I was so happy about
Yeah.
it. And then Jesse invites us out with this group,
Yeah.
and we go out, and Jesse brings this thing back, and he's like, "What's that?" And he gives it to me, and I try it. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Do you know? But
And then you got hooked.
and then I got hooked, and it was never his fault ever. It was the curiosity, and it was that sort. It was almost
Yeah.
like every eye was on me.
Do you actually want to stop vaping?
Yeah, I want to stop everything. Like it scares me to think of the person I'll turn into without that sort of.
Because you rely on it, coping.
So when I'm stressed, I take a hit of my vape. Well, if I was stressed without my vape, I would just take a hit out of a brick wall.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wanna put these precautions in place where if I come off like vaping, I've got other like stress relief
Yeah.
options. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Just something to cool you down as much as that does.
So, a question for you, and I often pull you up on this. This is, if you like, this is accountability.
Yeah.
And because what I recognise is you talk a lot of good stuff, but we never push the button on it. We never pulled it. We never press the green button and
Yeah,
go, let's
yeah,
fucking do it.
ever.
And you end up losing respect for yourself. Do you find that?
I
Because
do.
you said, I was going to do this and I was going to do it.
And then
you
you
said
never
to me,
do it.
you in Ibiza, you said to me, I'm going to start jiu-jitsu. And
Yeah, and I never did I?
3 months ago.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Oh, and
It's cool because I'm doing my personal training now
Yeah.
down at the gym, but I still want to get into another club. I'm trying to find that place that would suit me best.
Yeah.
You know, and I know I want it to be fighting because I'm a
good
you know,
fighter.
yeah, but it helps me.
I'd still smash you out.
Right, quite good.
So what does the future hold for you? Like, you know, if you think about the next 3-4 years, what would you ideally like life to be like for you in terms of your direction? What are the things you'd like to experience? What are the things you'd like to do?
I'd like obviously traveling.
Yeah.
But I think I'd like to move where I live. You know, like a permanent spot.
Okay.
You see people like moving to like cities and
Right.
like completely starting fresh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind starting fresh somewhere.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind that at all. Just
What makes you want to do that?
there's nothing for me here whatsoever.
Okay.
And I've got that from you. Like there's family, there's friends,
Yeah.
but what career am I gonna have in Bexhill, Hastings and Eastbourne?
Okay.
What am I gonna have here? Nothing. Like don't get me wrong, I like my hometown, but I'm adventurous. I want to go out and adventure.
Yeah.
You know, I want to climb the biggest mountain. I want to go to all these cool things. I want to be a part of everyone's life.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is I've been thinking about this so much at the minute. Right?
Okay.
So when I'm out clubbing, you see everyone having their own individual fun. So
Yeah.
it's Sonder, everyone's got their own. Everyone's life is as vivid and as complex as your own.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone's having their fun, everyone's doing, but I sometimes think like, I want to be a part of everyone's fun.
I get it.
I want to be in everyone's plans. I want to be in everyone's biz. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
you want to be part of it all.
With with Ruby, when she was watching me the other night, right? I thought I want to make myself know. I want to be out there, you know. But then I also think after, I think, why?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why would I want to do that? But it's sudden bursts of wanting to be in everyone's plans and
I get that.
wanting to do everything.
Yeah, I get that.
And then sometimes it just goes, and you're just like,
you know, when I feel that most is when I'm in London Underground and I see everyone's world,
and you just want to know what's going on.
I want to know what's going on in their life.
It's just crazy
what they're doing, what they're thinking, what's going on. How can I help them?
And and it's just like.
Do you know what that tells me about you? Is that you want to make an influence on people.
Yeah.
So when you think about your future, and obviously you're not ready for, you might be, I don't know, but your future, for me, I've always thought this, you're very wise for your age. You're very open. I think a lot subconsciously, I think you watch a lot of my stuff and it kind of sinks in. We have really honest conversations. And I think you have the ability to be able to impact people in a really positive way and really help. You're already helping your group of friends.
Yeah.
And I think you have the ability to go out there somewhere and change people's lives. Like, how does that make you feel? If you could
I actually like that. So one of my mates at the minute, she's a great girl. She's currently in Africa helping the villages and like the schools.
Yeah.
I think that's just really cool. I think that's so cool that you're going out there, you're offering your help.
Yeah.
Yes, but you're also seeing it from the different eye of the world.
Yeah.
Not all the world's got four walls and something to keep the rain from getting to you. Some of it is
more to life.
Yeah, there's more to life, and it's not always great.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? You can't think there's more to life and think that's all good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because God no. You know what I mean? Like when I came off the bike, that was my
wake up call.
Yeah, that was my downhill.
Yeah,
that was the scariest thing that's happened to me this year. Yeah, like by far.
So kind of like for context, like Bay was just riding along and a girl walked out in front of him and got hit. Yeah, looking the other way. So this and that was I think for me as a parent as well, I think I always knew that call was going to come at some point.
So but it was, I always knew I'd have to call you for something like that. Yeah. But you never expect how it would feel to actually experience the thing I have to call about. I got up, it was like it's like a 200 kg bike, right? And it skidded along with my leg, but the absolute rush I got when I saw that girl, I just ripped it off me. I just threw it off me. Yeah. 200 kg bike like it's nothing. Just because your brain is so in tuned on something else. Yeah, yeah. And I saw that girl, and I thought, like,
is she alive?
I froze. I was crying. I was generally in awe. Like I was like, holy, like what if I have actually just. And obviously, I was thinking about my sisters very vividly. Yeah. I said to this woman, that's someone's daughter. Yeah. So that's why I'm so upset. I've got 4 sisters. Like that upset. If that was my sister in the road, I would be distraught. Yeah. And obviously, I know it wasn't my fault, but I still think about it. I still can't help to sit back and think that was my fault. Yeah, yeah. When it wasn't, because obviously she was Polish. Yeah.
Did you get a number?
No. She was actually good looking as well.
She was a good match for you. Oh. I remember her laughing as well when we went up there and all the doctors had all the stuff and I went, this could be the start of a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Everyone was pissing themselves.
And the fucking, so everyone was laughing, right? But the woman's caretaker she was with was just so like fucking done.
Hysterical.
She was just like,
I know.
Oh my God. Oh.
But again, it's another life experience, right?
It is.
And it's not that you even drive recklessly, but you're going to have that caution or like...
So obviously I've got the bike back today.
Yeah.
So when I ride that, I am literally going to be like...
Granny.
I'm going to be like Mr. Bean. I'm going to be like that. Just straight like that. I'm not going to be doing anything else on it. But
let me ask you a question, because I know we've got to wrap up soon.
Have we been here for an hour?
Yeah, 50 minutes.
Oh my God.
If you woke up in 1 year from now and nothing changed in your life, how would you feel?
Devastated. For the last... Have we got 10?
Yeah.
You just asked some questions then. So if in a year and nothing's changed, I'd be pissed. Because I know I could have changed something, but I haven't.
Yeah.
It's just all about getting up and doing it. But obviously, it's the getting up part. That's the hard part.
So if you look at this and I said, imagine if you got so strong in the gym that you could do a show. Imagine if you went to Camp America. Imagine if you started a podcast. Imagine if you started doing videos to help other people like you're helping your friends now.
Yeah.
And you made an impact. How would that feel? I'm not saying you have to do those things, but I think if you achieve some of those milestones.
So what I think it is the time prolonged period of it, is how long you've got to stick to that one thing and grind it to become great at it.
Yeah.
That's why I want to find something I love to be able to do that with. So it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like I'm being raked. It's just like, good. I want to actually be there, and I actually want to have the whole time period.
Yeah.
As in, like,
you want to fall in love with the process.
Yes, exactly that. Say some bodybuilding, starting from really skinny to really muscly. Right now, let's like in this comparison, I'm skinny and I want to get there, but I want it to be something I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Do you not think the thought of looking super ripped, jacked and big,
that's cool.
Naturally, like
that is cool.
And then doing a photo shoot and something you always look back and show your kids.
I'm more about strength.
Okay.
I've always preferred
what about
that.
doing a strongman contest?
True.
Obviously, you're super fucking tiny with no muscles at the minute, so we'd have to.
Do you want to roll the tapes? We've got the tapes.
Okay, so in terms of, like, we're coming to the end of a year.
Yeah.
Who do you need to leave behind? Who do you need to leave behind in 2025?
Honestly.
Yeah. Well, no.
And it can be anyone.
No, not who as in a person.
Oh my God.
Who on your personality do you need to leave behind?
That
what about
scared little bitch that just doesn't even give it a second thought and just goes, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
That voice, because I say that when I'm really comfortable. In the morning, I'm in bed. I just think, oh, fuck off. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
That's
you got to fight.
That fucks me off.
You got to fight the bitch.
Because I wake up later and I think, what a dickhead. You could have been up by now and you could have done everything.
So to give you some clarity, what you're going through there is what I deal with the men that I work with who are 40 years old.
Men. But
it's average mentality.
But that would really scare me if I was still thinking like that. I'd say someone.
But nobody. So when you look at these men, no one's ever taught these men how to have routines.
Right.
No one's ever taught them about identity.
Yeah.
No one's ever encouraged them, inspired them, give them structure, give them. So morning routine, all that little morning routine that I give you, that is simple, so simple. So like I speak to you, I'm like.
It is for you now though, isn't it? Because it's embedded into your daily routine.
Yeah.
If
you got up at half six, and you went for a walk down the Link Road, you walked all the way around, you come back in and you wrote some notes about yourself in a journal, and then you did like 100 press ups in the gym, or you went on the bike down to the gym and you did your workout. Do you think that's hard to do? It's not hard, and that's what I mean. So it's
just the principle of it, doing it every day on time.
Do it Monday to Friday. Take the weekends off.
How did your first week feel of getting into that routine though? Honestly.
So if you remember when I used to run Body Shop Fitness,
yeah,
and I used to run a class that started at 6, and I would get up
in the morning.
In the morning, but I would get up 5 minutes before that class started, and probably arrive 2 or 3 minutes late. And when I look at that, I'm like, that is the average version of me that was not committed. Yeah. And then I remember used to getting up. Do you remember Big Ollie, who runs the carpets? We used to go down the gym together at 5:30, and the thought of getting up at 5:30 was sadistic. I was like, are you fucking mad? Getting up at 5:30. Whereas, so it was hard. So it was like getting up really, really hard, like getting up really, really early for that. In the end, when you perform something consistently over and over and over and over and over again, you embody it as part of who you are. So, as you know, Monday to Friday, I get up at 4:15, I get in a cold tub, I do yoga, do my running, do all the shit that I do because it benefits me. So when we talk about coping mechanisms for you, we're like, when I look at you, you have no coping mechanisms that you put into play in terms of strategy, structure, or routines to help you cope with the stress, to help you sleep. If you got up a little bit more earlier in the morning...
My only thing at the minute is gym, to be honest, and smashing that bag.
Yeah.
That's...
Look at it.
But I'm trying to make that into something. Like, I'm trying to have my day. Yeah. And then at a certain point in the night, I just go down there and get it all out. 100%. And then wake up feeling fresh.
You will progress in your own time. So...
I know.
I never tell you what to do. I just guide you. So I'm saying, why don't you try this? And I know your personality. you'll eventually try that. You won't do it out of stubbornness because of the jiu-jitsu thing, right? You'll be like, I'm not having that fucking prick telling me what to do. And then eventually
Yeah, you did that to yourself, though.
and then you'll eventually go, I'm going to try that. And then you go, that actually was pretty cool. Because to become the man you want to become, you have to change the way that you're operating now. So you run on an operating system, right? Do you know what I mean by that? So your system in life right now is one of like an 18-year-old. I've learned a lot from you in this podcast about who you want to become, who you want to be. So your system is the way that you have structure, the way you have your routines, your habits, your discipline. Does that all make sense to you? Your perspective. And to become that guy, you have to evolve into those things. And it is hard. It's fucking hard. No one's going to give it to you.
I think I'm not going to put any reins on what I'm going to evolve into. I'm going to evolve into whatever I am going to be.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make whatever that is fucking brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's stupid to, put something like, put like a goal out there and grow for it instead of just aiming for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I want. And I shouldn't, because I'm 18 years old.
There you go, you're listening. Good.
I'm fucking sick to death of hearing, what do you want to do when you're older? What do you want to do there? But I'm also a bit wary to turn around and be like, I don't know. Because they're like, you'd be surprised how many people would turn around and say, oh, what? You're 18, you should know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know where people are getting this perception of time or age or where you should be doing this, or there's no sort of limit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's so not rude. I just think it's so unnecessary to hold that up to everyone else. Everyone's got different standards of work, different standards of, thinking or anything, different standards of anything.
Yeah.
And like
that's the best thing you said
But it's also like it's giving the jungle, right? All the animals there, give them the same test to climb up a tree. That's what school is, or stuff like that. It's trying to get everyone to the same expectations when everyone's good at their own individual thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, one person would pass that test, but what are the others doing? Nothing, because they're good in different sections. But that's not very important, is it? Because obviously they all want to come to the same thing. Yeah. Everyone wants to, rich, money.
That's fucking wise.
It's boring. It's like, have you seen Men in Black where all the robots are lined up?
Yeah.
That's our generation. That's my generation.
Just in the system.
Just walking out and just doing the same shit.
So break the system, be different, huh?
I could.
You will.
I certainly could.
You will. I'm sure you will. And we're going to figure it out. And
we will.
We're obviously going to do another podcast. We've said
yeah.
we're going to do a follow-up one, and let's see how much progress you kind of make over that time.
Yeah.
And see what happens. How do you feel about this?
Do you know what? I feel like I've made actually quite a cuck-up of it. Like, because I'm not used to talking on a podcast. I'm used to talking like when there's no one listening or anything like that.
It's raw, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember what I said to you? We're just going to chat shit.
But the thing, it's very uncut. There, I know there's a few scenes in there I've gone, what are we talking about?
I know.
Like that.
But it doesn't matter. But that's the part, the realism. It's the realism of it. You've never done a podcast.
Nah.
I mean, I remember when we were pissed on our second to last night in Ibiza, and we went. It's when we went bar hopping, and we went to one of the bars, and we just for an hour just chatted.
I think that was with the slushy pina colada.
Yeah.
And we were sat there just for literally like
just went off on one. We spoke about everything in life.
It was good though. It was good. And then we went and got some pizza or something.
One of the reasons I wanted you on here was because I got that pizza. Is that I wanted you to talk openly about yourself, to see yourself in the mirror. So when I often talk to men and go, look at the reflection of the man in the mirror. Yeah. And this is almost what I would like you to see this as, is I want you to reflect on some of the things. I want you to see the good in yourself. Like, I'm not just saying that as because you're my son and my best mate.
I've never actually looked at myself from like a point of view like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'll probably look, it will be interesting to look back at.
And listen back to.
Yeah.
And listen back to.
I deal with it.
I don't think that you realise just your own self-worth and how incredible you are, how caring you are, how loving you are.
I don't know how to appreciate that.
You recognise it.
But I do though.
Because you have a positive, you have such an incredible impact on me, on your sisters. You look at when the girls see you, they run to you straight away. They want to play with you, and that's a big sign. You, of course, you're a twat most, like a lot of the times, most 18-year-olds.
Majority of the time.
90% of the time. But you make me laugh. You make me laugh. You make other people laugh. You're a great energy. Everything about you is just positive.
Yeah.
And if I could get you to see that and insert that as a chip inside of your brain, you'd be fucking unstoppable.
I know. I feel like that's a big issue for a lot of people.
Yeah,
my
I do.
age, though. No one really likes to give themselves that credit.
Yep.
They just sort of look at it and
So
go,
maybe your mission somewhere along the line is to instill that in other people.
yeah.
Somewhere. Maybe it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, maybe it's not. But I just feel like you have a great gift, a great emotional and mental understanding of life at this very early age. And I just want you to believe in yourself, because we all do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
And I think I owe it to myself as well, actually, to just give myself that sort of faith and just say, do it.
100%. I think the generational change came from when I was, when I look at Robert, as much as a cockface as he was, what Robert taught me is how not to parent an individual.
What not to be.
And what I will thank him for is what a nasty piece of work he was to make me the opposite. And I feel that when I look at you and Angie and the girls, and I've tried to instill key values, it was a little bit late with you and Angie. I didn't.
Better late than never, though.
Yeah, but that was because as I grew, so did my parenting skills and understanding of you both. Whereas the younger girls, get that now. They get the best version of me now.
Yeah.
But if I could get you to take that forwards in terms of your legacy, it's like, believe in yourself. Stop worrying about other people. Go into things and just go, do you know what? If I fail, so fucking what? I've learned a huge lesson. Because better to fail forwards than never to fail at all.
Yeah. I think I need to start looking at, because you're not always going to win, are you? I think I need to start looking at losing as just another learning.
Lose quickly.
Yeah, just another learning.
The quicker you lose, the more wiser you become, right?
Lose it and then move on.
Lose it and move it. Last bit, lose it and move it. If you were going to give any advice to an 18-year-old, 17, 18, 19-year-old now, based on your experience, what would you want to say to them?
Wow. I think just don't spend too much time looking around at other people and what they're doing. Give yourself that love, give yourself that care, wake up, take care of yourself, do this, do that for you. Don't do it for someone else, because it doesn't make you happy. Yeah, it makes you happy seeing them happy. When that goes, you've got nothing. Just take care of yourself at this age. I think that's my biggest thing. Mentally as well.
Okay.
Keep yourself mentally in check. Talk to people. That is a big thing. You got to talk to people, man. Because if you don't, like I've experienced it firsthand, you turn into the biggest dickhead, and you're just filled with anger and resentment and all of this, that. Just talk to someone. Do you know what I mean? Just talk, and it will generally just all flow out.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that the hard way. Look at my foot, like these knuckles are just from doing walls in.
I used to do that when you were
exactly. And then I talked to someone and I thought,
you don't need
I haven't got to do that anymore. I haven't got to stop punching shit up. Just reach out to someone. I'd much rather talk to like a very upset friend than their fucking grave.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That would destroy me in a second. Just talk.
Yeah.
Talk. That's what I'm talking. That's what I want to do. Spread the message.
Proud of you.
You too, man.
And love you. I feel like you've grown even just in the last hour.
In the last hour.
The last hour, you've almost become like...
It's the podcast effect, isn't it? Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And do we want to get Bailey back on in 6 months and see where he's at?
Oh, God.
For accountability. Thanks so much. Thanks for listening.